I knew that I either had to sink or swim. It was something that if I was going to do this, failure was not an option. Like, we had to succeed.
My wife and I made a decision on trying to start a business, see if we can make a go of it.
I do have a passion in cooking, and I figured might as well do something that I love.
My name is Elise Wild, and I'm the host of Difference Makers 2.0, a story and podcast series produced in collaboration with the Native CDFI Network and Tribal Business News. You may recognize these voices as a few of the Native small business owners we've featured. All of the entrepreneurs featured on the show share two things in common. They have all run into the long-standing barriers to starting a business in Indian country: limited access to capital, lack of credit building opportunities, predatory lenders, limited business education, and miles of bureaucratic red tape. The other thing they have in common is that a Native CDFI helped them overcome those barriers so they could chase their dreams. As the Sequoia Fund's Russ Siegel says, it's about recognizing drive and determination, not just about looking at credit scores.
When we look to lend money to somebody, we're not looking for a perfect credit score. We're looking for somebody who has that, what I would call the gotta wanna. You gotta want it more than anything. You gotta be willing to put in the hours. You gotta be willing to put in the work, and you gotta be willing to overcome. Adapt and overcome. Make things happen when things don't go your way. And so that defines Julie, I think.
I was just so excited that John saw that potential and wanted to start a business, because I just know it's something that in our smaller communities, it's tough for those local businesses to get started, and that's what Spruce Root's here for. So it was just very exciting that he wanted to do this anyway.
And the fact, like I said, we are in a food desert, and at that point in time, we had no restaurant in Winnebago besides the casino, nothing kind of local, and it was just he would show up in his truck in a a little hot plate and everything like that, or even bagged up lunches already, and they would sell out every week.
These relationships between Native CDFIs and entrepreneurs go beyond just financial transactions. They're about building stronger Native economies and communities. That's something Pete Upton, CEO of the Native CDFI Network, understands deeply.
You can't have a community without small businesses. To me, it comes back down to economic self-sufficiency. Tribal sovereignty fundamentally includes the ability to govern and manage the tribe's own affairs, and including its economic development. But, on the same token, as Native Americans, it just, to me, it really strengthens that statement there, because as a small business owner, it just gives a small business owner the opportunity to really become economically self-sufficient.
The impact of this support is clear in the stories of the entrepreneurs we've featured. When you talk to them, you hear not just about business success, but about how Native CDFIs helped them overcome obstacles they thought might be insurmountable.
They've been instrumental in every step of our business and every pivot of my business. So it's been one of those relationships that without the Sequoia Fund, I don't know that we really would have made it through all of the things that we did make it through.
They helped rather than just jump in there blindly, and they helped me through a business plan, all the pitfalls that you can think of. They showed me a lot of things there, and they've just been there, helped me along all the way.
And, that was just a big weight off my shoulders, so I could just focus on getting the menu out there and getting customers in the door.
Native CDFIs are a big part of what makes Indian country a place where you can realize your dreams. As the host of Difference Makers, that's what I love the most. Every story in this series represents a dream realized. And more importantly, each success creates ripple effects in a Native community. Jobs created, wealth built, homes owned, and communities strengthened. That's the true power of Native CDFIs. Now here's where I put the plug. You can listen to full episodes of Difference Makers 2.0 wherever you listen to podcasts, or find them on NCN's website or at Tribal Business News.
If you have a dream, just grab it. Grab it with all of your heart.